Hey there, good looking. If you want to strengthen your low back, you are on the right video, my friend. All you need is a mat and a pillow, and if you own a stability ball, grab that as well. I'll show you how to use it in a couple of the exercises. All right, let's go get busy. Hey there and welcome. I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com as well as over50fitness.co. And hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. Click that subscribe button. And if you're enjoying this ads-free on the Over 50 Fitness app, head to the private community afterwards. I want to chat and see what you thought of the workout. All right, we're going to get warmed up with a cat and cow position, and I'm going to chat about the workout as we go. All right? On the mat, knees apart under hips, wrists under shoulders. You can tuck your toes under or just let them lie flat, completely up to you. Now neck in line with the spine, I'll verbally, easy for me to say, cue you so that you don't need to be straining your neck to watch me. With an inhale, let the low back sag and the head looks up. Good, really allow that low back to sag. Now on the exhale, push the ground away and around the spine. Now if you have osteoporosis, you'll just go to neutral. Here we go, inhale. Let's flow through this about 6 times. So this is a great way to warm our spine up, just in case you're not warmed up before this, which may leave you wondering when the best time to do this sort of workout is. Basically any time. It can be a standalone or it can be before or after an existing workout. And I recommend once a week to see improvements in your low back strength. Last one. And neutral spine. All right, take a peek at me now. We're going to keep those knees apart under the hips, those wrists there, lifting the knees up for a bear hover. If you need to drop the knees anytime, go for it, but we're starting with some core activation for that low spine of ours. You ready? Here we go. Lift up. We're here for 30 seconds. So again, if you need to drop down, I want you to count to 5 before you drop the knees down for a mini break, and then join us as quick as you can. Now there's a lot of things going on here, but what I want you to make sure is that the shoulders are away from the ears, the knees are just a couple inches off your ground, and the knees stay underneath those hips of yours. Neck lines up with the spine. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Beautiful. You'll feel your quadriceps. Time. Shake out the wrists. We've got one more, okay? But you will feel your quads on this as well, but we are getting that deep core activation. All right, here's our setup. Wrists under shoulders. Tuck the toes. Ready. Push it through those toes. Lift those knees so they're just a couple inches off your ground. Keep that neutral spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Now you've seen me, so I want you to have your neck long and in line with the spine. And breathe. Woo! I'm getting a little warm now. How about you? Time. Beautiful. All right, take that pillow. We're going to place it so that it sits just underneath the hips and lying on our stomachs. Moving into a low back extension, but what we don't want to do is overarch the back too much. So this is why I've got you propped up on a pillow. So we have some room to lower down, and then we'll lift up just a little bit past parallel to our ground. Let's begin. Feet apart, toes tucked into the ground. Bring your arms down by your side, palms down, chin tucks in. Beautiful. Now lift up just the upper body, maybe the hands a little bit as well, and lower. So as I said, you're just lifting up until you're just slightly past the pillow. So it's not a huge range of motion. You're going to feel your glutes contract as well, but I want you to really feel the big muscles down the base of your spine, your rectus spinae. Arms are straight. Once you see me, tuck that chin in. Now you might be like me, I got to readjust my pillow. I got to bring it a little higher up so it's more on the belly. Ah, there you go. Give that a try. That just changed my world. Perfect. Now my hands are staying on the ground. You can, as I said, lift them up if you'd like, but really what we're emphasizing is that low spine, lifting the upper body up. Last 2. One more. And come on up to all fours again. Remove the pillow. Wrists under shoulders, knees apart under hips. Draw the belly button in and find that neutral spine. Left hand, opposite knee, tap it just underneath the body. Now extend them both straight out, extending the arm and leg so they're parallel to your ground, thumb pointed up. Pause that for a breath, and then come back in. We have 10. Don't lift the arm and leg past parallel to your ground. That'll overarch your low back. We're keeping the back in a neutral position for this bird dog. Working into those erector spinae group as well as multifidi, little muscles up each vertebrae of your spine. And then also getting coordination too of the muscles to fire up with an opposite arm and leg lift. Breathe. Don't forget about that pause when the arm and leg are straight. Other knees under the hip, other wrists under the shoulder. You're solid here. Last 2. One more. Other side. Here we go. Get to that neutral. That's important. Now, right hand, opposite knee. Extend, thumb up, pause for breath, and pull back in. Are you breathing? Good job. Last 3. One more. Now let's go back to the other side now. Extend both leg and arm out at the same time. Thumb up, leg parallel to your ground. Now hold it here and then slowly wiper the leg and the arm away from the midline and then back to the center. Away, center. Really challenging our balance here. Last 2. 1. Other side. Here we go. Extend out. Thumb up, leg straight, and wiper away from the midline. The further away from the midline you go, the more challenging the exercise is. One more. And release it. All right, go back to those low back extensions. Pillow underneath the hips. Toes tucked in. Maybe the pillow's a little higher up in the belly like I preferred it in that first time. Arms down by your side. Ready, and lift. We're lifting just a little past parallel to our ground. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to bird dog. We start with leg and arm extending. Here we go. Wrists under shoulders, knees apart under hips. Neutral spine for me, please. Left hand opposite knee and extend out. We have 10. Holding the leg and arm straight for a breath when we get out there. Coming back in, tapping the top of the thigh with that left hand. Now 2 more, and then we'll extend on the 10th one and wiper. Here we go. This one here, extend. Now let's do those wipers we learned. Out and in. We have 10. 2 more. And release. Set up, other side. Here we go. Neutral spine. Make sure you're breathing. It's really easy to hold your breath, especially if this is a new move for you. So just encourage that breath to happen. Right hand, opposite knee. Extend, thumb up. So we have 5 more, and then same thing. We'll extend the arm and leg and wipe her out for 10. Last 2. Here we go. Extend and out and in. 1, 2. Good. Last 2. 1 more. Release. Woo! Nicely done. All right. I'm using the stability ball for our next low back extension. If you don't own one, you'll go back to the pillow underneath the hips and then follow suit with the rest of the move that we're doing. Those of you with the stability ball, you will need to place your feet up against something. I'm using a wall. You can also use a couch, bookshelf, just something to hold yourself up. All right, so you've got your feet there, and then you've got the ball low down, so it's not on the belly. That'll be really hard to breathe. All right, now, those of you on the mat, you're going to place the hands light behind the ears. Those of you with me on the ball, you're going to go over the ball and lift up to just neutral spine, so we're not hyperextending the back and swinging up. Deal? All right, everybody, here we go, down and up. Now my knees are bent here on the ball, and I'm pressing my thighs into the ball, and I'm really secure. My feet are against the ball, or pardon me, the wall, and they're flat. So now all we've done is just add a little bit more range of motion with the stability ball to lower down, therefore making the erector spinae group work a little harder to lift ourselves up. But once again, we're not hyperextending. We're not swinging, everything's controlled. Last 2. 1 more. And release. All right, stir the pot using the stability ball. For those of you that don't own a stability ball, you're going to see in the corner, you're in a straight arm plank. You can be on the knees to modify. The straight arm plank people will walk out. Stability ball people, join me, forearms on the ball. Now step out wide so you're in a plank, feet apart. Pretend the ball's a spoon. I want you to stir the pot in a direction. We have 12 times one side and then 12 the other. If you're here with me on the ball, not moving the lower body. If you're on the ground, walking the hands out, the further they walk out, the more challenging the exercise is. Those of you on the ball with me, we go back, opposite direction for 12. Everybody, 2 more reps. Release. Good job. All right, back to those low back extensions with the hands light behind the ears, pillow or with me on the ball. Start with yourself close to the ball and wall. Now feet against the wall, hands light behind the ears, and breathe. Two more. Last one. Beautiful. Final one, stir the pot or straight arm plank. And remember, plank people, you can be on the knees as well if the full plank is too challenging. Here we go. Forearms on first, step back. And stability ball people, let's start the roll. You can hold a plank as well. The stirring is just not working for you. Try not to move the lower body. We have 2 more in this direction. Last one. Woo! All right, stir the pot, people, other direction. Fine, people, you just keep walking forward and back. Last 2. One more. And release. Bravo! All right. Nicely done, you. All right, you are ready to continue on with your day, or maybe you want to hang out for a stretch. Go for it. I'll suggest one here, but you can also find, if you're on the Over 50 Fitness app, a ton of amazing yoga workouts with Jen and Kelly that'll balance this out really nicely. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to reading your comments down below, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. Hey there, good looking. Join me for some amazing low back strengthening exercises. All you need is a mat and a thick or big, a thick, you got one of those? I know, like every household has one, right? Hey there, good looking. If you want to strengthen your low back, then you are in the right video. In the right video? On the right video. You are on the right video.